This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Liverpool. Delighted to be joined by Shane McGUIGAN. Shane, you've now got another Commonwealth champion in your stable. Chris BILLAM-SMITH just claimed the Commonwealth Cruiserweight title, stopped Craig Glover in 5 rounds. You must be delighted. Talk to me about his performance.
Yeah, very, very happy. Good performance. You know, it was he was nice and patient, worked behind his jab, and coming in off a split decision. Lost to Reactpor. You know, he's picked himself back up, got straight back into camp, and big thanks to Eddie Hearn and Matchroom for this opportunity. You know, we were obviously in the away corner. We were the favourite going into the fight, but all the things was against us. He had the crowd, he had home support, and in the home corner, and it was good to get out so quick after it, and especially with this big opportunity, and he dismantled Craig Glover, which was Craig's a lovely guy, nice team, but you know, when he got in there, all the respect went out the window.
We've been talking all week, whether it was you and I or I and Chris, about learning from the Reactpor fight, not just the fight itself, but the whole occasion and the experience of being on a big bill like that. Do you think we saw that accumulation tonight of everything he'd learned from that experience as well?
Yeah, definitely. But I still feel he's got so much more to show. I mean, the guy I see in the gym sparring is super sharp. You know, he still gave away too many jabs. That's me being critical here, but you know, he still looked a little bit, a bit frantic, and you know, he's got good chin, very calm under fire, but sometimes he just gets a little bit eager with the lights on. So he was a little bit more settled there today, but there's still huge improvements that we can make, and I was really happy with his performance there, and we can take a lot from it, take a lot of confidence from it, take a lot of negatives from it, and move on and keep building.
Obviously, Chris had him hurt before the sort of stoppage, had him down a few times. Do you think the fight could have been stopped earlier?
No, listen, it's a title fight. You know, he's been down before. He's been hurt before against Simon Villely. He's been down again and stopped by a couple of fights ago. And I think you've always got to give him a puncher's chance. Craig Glover, he's always live, he's always dangerous, and I think the referee did the right thing, gave him every opportunity to defend himself. But the stoppage was a destructive one. And once Chris hit him and hurt him, I don't think there was a way back for him, because he stayed hit.
Now, Chris spoke to me earlier in the week, and we spoke about the possibility of now taking the belt back to Bournemouth and defend it down there. He's got a good following down on the south coast, even right through from his debut when he packed the place out. Do you think that's a possibility now going into early next year? I know he wants a Reactpor rematch, but do you think he could headline his own bill down there with that title now?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great Saturday night fight night. It's a rematch with with Reactpor, whether it's a next gen show headlining or something. But I think we can be patient, and we can build that one up again. I'd like him to box potentially like a Luke Watkins or someone like that. Maybe because Luke Watkins isn't too far away from Bournemouth as well. I guarantee that would be a great sellout. He's a former Commonwealth champion as well. There's a couple of other guys, obviously names popping up on the list. I think you've got Sam Hyde versus Dion Juma. I don't know if that's on the undercard of Massey versus Reactpor. Well, I think Joe Gallagher might have won the purse bids on that. So, I think the winner of that's a good fight. Obviously, the winner of Massey and Reactpor is the one that we obviously want. But there's a great domestic scene now. Isaac Chamberlain's, I think he's signed with Al Heyman, but I think he's also knocking about. So it's just figuring out who we go, who we box, and making sure it's these guys are just a division down from heavyweight, but they're all willing to take the fight, and they're all game as anything. And it needs to be a nice little buzz about it. I don't want to be shoved down the card. I want it to be made a fuss about. And I think the fact that he's a good sell, he's put on a great performance there against a live opponent. This is his time to start reaping the rewards and getting all these domestic fights and mixing it up. I think Lawrence Okoli's my other cruiserweight. He's moved on to world honours now. He's on the cusp of fighting for a world title, and I think Chris is the best fighter, underneath him, in the domestic scene. And we didn't get the decision against Reactpor, but he was a fraction of what he can be. And give us that fight again, I think he's gonna win.
We saw a huge sort of outburst of emotion from Chris when he got the stoppage win. You saw him down on the canvas, absolutely delighted. From a personal perspective, you've known Chris for quite some time. You brought him right through in his professional career. From a personal perspective, how satisfying was it, and how proud are you to see one of the game's good guys pick up quite a prestigious title this evening?
That's it. He's an absolute gent. He's a great guy. Obviously got a very, very close relationship with him. We spend a lot of time together. He beats me a lot at chess. But I'm just happy to see him, get the success that he deserves. He puts all the effort in, and he's a great guy. And I think it's nice to see somebody humble, really respects the game of boxing. He's always on time. He's always doing the right things, and it's nice to see him prevail. And he never got in 45 amateur fights. I think he won 31 of them, and he stopped 2 of them. And he came to me a good few years ago with 2 left feet, and he's developed so quickly, and it's not so nice to see. A lot of people that used to box with him in the amateurs, and they come down and spar with him, and they're like, Jesus, what's happened to you? It's just, I've seen him obviously get better as a fighter, but just build as a human being, and just the confidence. A lot of this game is about mindset and about believing in yourself, and he definitely does that now, and really excited for the next few steps with him.
Final thing before I let you go, from your point of view, one of the busiest people I've ever met in my life. Not much scheduled now until the end of the FU. We're going to manage to get some time away, have a little break?
Yeah, myself and my girlfriend Josephine would go. I don't know. I might go find myself in Nepal or something. No, I think we might go. Might go to Mexico or Costa Rica or something. Go for a little bit of travelling and a little bit of a holiday, and then come back with a fresh mind. And got a load of champions now, haven't I? So that's it. Every single fighter apart from Campbell in the gym has got a title, and obviously Campbell is on the cusp of fighting for one of the big ones, a world title. So exciting times.
Somewhere nice and far away from Boxing Social for a few weeks. Sounds lovely. Shane McGUIGAN, thank you as always for speaking to Boxing Social.